Officially, it is Little St. James, a speck of a Caribbean island that Jeffrey Epstein purchased in 1998 for just under $8 million. But over time, under Epstein, it took on other unofficial names like Pedophile Island and Island of Sin, just to name a few. And while it hosted some of the world's most powerful and famous people, or maybe because of that, it was a lush, extravagant, and tropical mystery to the outside world. Until now. This week, Democrats in Congress released more than 70 photos and videos that were shot when the feds converged on Little St. James back in 2020, a year after Epstein died in custody. They photographed every room, every detail, every nook and cranny and closet and windowsill. And if you're expecting to see grotesque evidence of sex crimes, it ain't there. And if you're expecting to see luxurious showroom-styled finishings and culture and class, it ain't there either. The place is just kind of run down, neglected, and quite frankly, it's shabby and random. We can't say this for sure, that this is exactly how Epstein left everything, but there are clear indications that this is how he lived there. Devoid of taste, devoid of rich people refinement. Basically, he was a classless imposter, just junk everywhere. The main house, once a glittering multi-million-dollar mansion, is just sort of a chaotic mess. Boxes are stacked everywhere. Papers are kind of just scattered. Furniture is just shoved into corners and up against walls. Bookshelves are empty. Things look like they're kind of under construction, half done. Sort of like a college student abandoning a dorm for the summer. The bedrooms, where Epstein put up his A-list guests, are sparsely decorated. And everything is just kind of like white. No real decor. Certainly no taste. The tech, totally outdated. But it's there, folks. It's there. Cameras in multiple rooms. And a telephone, it's there too, with some of Epstein's associates on speed dial. And you can read some of their names, but not all of them, because see those black scratches? Those are redactions. You can only wonder who they are under there and why they're redacted. But there is that photo of Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell with Pope John Paul II, the same one that he proudly displayed in his Palm Beach home, as if to say, hey, clean as a whistle. Nothing to see here. Look at me, I'm with the Pope. There are virtually no personal touches anywhere. The art, if you can call it that, is kind of gaudy. Much of it is just stacked on the floor or randomly, being held up against a table. And then there's this. This is like pièce de résistance. Yeah, this is a really weird room with creepy masks on the wall. Strange, theatrical, brightly painted caricatures of men. And the ones that weren't hanging on the wall, they're stacked up on a counter. Very unsettling, to say the least. Hard to look away from that. Really wonder, what exactly was it about those that you wanted on the wall? But it's hard to look away unless you're fixated on the other part of that room. You can see in the background are the creepy masks, but that's in the middle of the room. That right there, a fully functioning electronic dentist's chair, complete with the overhead light and the spit basin. And the crap that's, leaning up against the wall. Like in every room, there's just crap leaning up against the wall. You can see the masks over there sitting on the counter. I don't know, and I probably will never know, and I don't think you will either, what in the actual this dentist chair was used for in that room. I don't think I want to know. But that's the frustrating part. Even with these meticulously detailed photos and videos, so many questions remain. But they do give us something. They give us a peek into Epstein's mind, his world, and his facade. Because again, it's a real expensive, beautiful island, but everything inside where he actually had a hand is basic and classless and devoid of everything he pretended to be.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.